Had a few and I'm feeling alright, yeah. Call my boys as the day is through. Ain't no telling what we're gonna do. Hop in the car and we'll hit the bars downtown. I got some money and I'm paying for the first round. We're raising hell in the neon lights, staying out to the other side of midnight. Let's get crazy, let's get wild. Do a little living cause it's been a while. Ain't gonna worry cause we ain't got the time. Come on, we're catching that buzz. Ain't going home till the sun comes up. Everything's good, it's feeling just right. Ain't going back to the other side of midnight. Ain't going back. Ain't going back. You cab it over and you're bringing all your girlfriends. It's getting better by the minute since you walked in. They come and get me smiling hard to see. Those deep green eyes staring at me. It's 3 a.m. and we're gonna shut this place down. After the after party on the other side of town, there's a feeling that we can't deny. And going back to the other side of midnight. Let's get crazy, let's get wild. Do a little living cause it's been a while. Ain't gonna worry cause we ain't got the time. Come on, we're catching that buzz. Ain't going home till the sun comes up. Everything's good, it's feeling just right. Ain't going back to the other side of midnight. Ain't going back. Ain't going back. Come on, girl, we're finally alone. Girl, I'm taking you home. Let's get wild. Do a little living cause it's been a while. Ain't gonna worry cause we ain't got the time. Let's get crazy, let's get wild. Do a little living cause it's been a while. Ain't gonna worry cause we ain't got the time. Come on, we're catching that buzz. Ain't going home till the sun comes up. Everything's good, it's feeling just right. Ain't going back to the other side of midnight. Ain't going
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time. The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Are you ready? It's showtime. Please welcome Tim Kelly.
Cold beer needs drinking. Sunsets need sinking. County roads need driving on. Like old guitars need outlaw songs. Let's turn it up. Turn the night on. Let the 7 and 7 pour on real strong. Raise 'em up. Knock 'em back. Let them tailgate hips swing like June on cash. Like a runaway train down a one-way track. Pedal to the metal on a highway mat. Turn it up and turn the night on. 35s need mud to sling. Country boys need pretty little things. Like them old fence posts need barbed wire. My Colorado high needs a bonfire. Turn it up, turn the night on. Let the 7 and 7 pour on real strong. Raise 'em up,
is Caleb Austin making his debut on KICR Indie Country Radio. That is called Turn the Night On. And before that, a great tune from Sean Adams called Other Side of Midnight, getting us started tonight on a finally Friday edition of Today's Country with yours truly, Tim Kelly, hosting the show. Welcome to it. We are KICR Indie Country Radio, playing new country's best by indie artists. That's what we're going to do for the next 3 hours. But we've also got a couple of great radio interviews lined up tonight. At 7:30 p.m. Central Time, I'll be talking to Robbie Hart. It'll be our second interview. We talked just a couple of weeks ago, but she's got a brand new single that came out on the 9th of this month that we're going to talk about and play and get to hear the stories behind the songs. Then at 8:30 p.m. Central Time, another new country music artist by the name of Nuke Bushner will stop by and visit with yours truly and all the folks in Radio Land. So we look forward to that as well. And we will also be playing a couple of his brand new singles on the program tonight too. We want to thank all the great radio stations, syndicated stations, and radio affiliates for playing the show. Great radio stations like KUHS Denver at KUHSdenver.com, Country Road 58 from Germany, countryradio.musicbox4 Friends in Belgium, DevilsCountryRadio.com Belgium, It'sLifeRadio.com, RadioTheKing.be, that is also Belgium, LPCountryRadio.com, LPCountry.com rather, how about WVMIRadio.com, It'sMyCountry.online, Live106.5.com, Music City Digital Media Network.com. We are also on RealRadio.us and our brand new station, CherokeeNationRadio.com. We are also on there as well. GetMeRadio.com. Just search KICR Indie Country Radio, and we are currently ranked number 45 out of over 2,800 stations on Get Me Radio. Keep listening, everybody, and get me excited. There you go. Well, let's get you excited about the music. How about one from Mr. John Wolf from the state of Texas? What are you doing right now? Well, hopefully you're listening to KICR Indie Country Radio, new country's best on a finally Friday.
Well, I guess I could have gave you a little heads up, but a girl like you don't need no fixing up. Friday night's too far away, and you've been stuck in my head all day. I just had to see your face, no I couldn't wait. Girl, what are you doing right now? What you got going on? 'Cause I got my ride in the drive all gassed up, cranked up, and ready to get us gone. Girl, what do you say? You just start walking this way. Don't think, don't blink, drop everything, and baby, just come on out. What are you doing right now? Should you put on old blue jeans or a party dress? To be honest, I ain't thought that far ahead. I can pick you up right in front of your house, so pull the shades, blow the candles out. We can watch the first star fall from the edge of town. Girl, what are you doing right now? What you got going on? 'Cause I got my ride in the drive all gassed up, cranked up, and ready to get us gone. Girl, what do you say? You just start walking this way. Don't think, don't blink, drop everything, and baby, just come on out. What are you doing right now? Right this minute, I got a bottle you can help me finish, and when it's empty, we can spin it round and round. Yeah, what are you doing right now? Right this second, we got a moment, baby, let's don't waste it. You'll be having the night of your life when the sun goes down. What are you doing right now? Girl, what are you doing right now? What you got going on? 'Cause I got my ride in the drive all gassed up, cranked up, and ready to get us gone. Girl, what do you say? You just start walking this way. Don't think, don't blink, drop everything, and baby, just come on out. What are you
America's newest country music, Indie Country Radio, with Tim Kelly.
She's your Sunday morning, and I'm your Friday night. She's your top shelf, treat yourself, and I'm a cold Miller Lite. She's a pretty sundress, I'm an old ripped pair of jeans. She's a shiny new sports car, and I'm a 69 Shelby GT. But I don't wanna be your good time girl, arm around my shoulder, shutting down your favorite bar. I don't wanna be your good time girl, never seen you sober, only see you in the dark. And I'm not asking you to give me the world, but I don't wanna be your good time girl. She's a vase of flowers, and I'm a rose tattoo. She's a light shade of yellow, and I'm a darker shade of blue. She's a fairy tale on paper, a sure bet you could never lose. But you ain't fooling me, boys, when you're holding me, your heart tells the truth. I don't wanna be your good time girl, arm around my shoulder, shutting down your favorite bar. I don't wanna be your good time girl, never seen you sober, only see you in the dark. And I'm not asking you to give me the world, but I don't wanna be your good time girl. I know you think you love her, but we can't go on like this. There's so much more between us than just another midnight kiss. But I don't wanna be your good time girl, arm around my shoulder, shutting down your favorite bar. I don't wanna be your good time girl, never seen you sober, only see you in the dark. And I'm not asking you to give me the world. No, no, I'll never be your diamonds and pearls, but I don't wanna be your good time girl. No, I don't wanna be your good time girl.
Her name is Taylor Austin Dye. That is called Good Time Girl, and I found that Good Time Girl on a cute little app called TikTok. Maybe you've heard of it. Well, I'll tell you what, as an artist, you probably want to get on there, because here's how TikTok worked for me, and that's how I found a lot of the artists that I'm currently playing on the radio. If I like hearing 1 minute, maybe 60 seconds of your song that you post on TikTok, what do you think's going to happen? I'm going to like to hear the other 2 or 3 minutes of the song. So I go research you, reach out to you, and boom, you're on the radio. That's how that works. So maybe you want to get on TikTok. You can follow yours truly at Tim Kelly on Air, and I will lead you to some of the best new country music artists making the music that you're currently hearing on this radio station right now. How about a brand new single to debut tonight? How about Jonathan Lynn? His brand new single is called Single Woman on Today's Country from KICR, Indie Country Radio, new country's best on a finally Friday.
She's a single woman,
taking on the world. She's a single lady, all-American girl. She don't need nobody to make her proud and strong. She's a single woman, she's making it on her own. She gave up everything to be by his side. She thought he was a savior, that one true love in life. Then things began to crumble. God knows how she tried to keep it all together through the cheating and the lies. Now she's a single woman taking on the world. She's a single lady, all-American girl. She don't need nobody to make her proud and strong. She's a single woman, and she's making it on her own. All I can do is watch her, and it's driving me insane. She's got it all together, breaking free from all her chains. And now I'll never know what it's like to play the part of her world in all its glory. I'm the fool that broke her heart. Now she's a single woman taking on the world. She's a single lady, all-American girl. She don't need nobody to make her proud and strong. She's a single woman, and she's making it on her own. If I could only press rewind and turn back those healing hands of time, what I wouldn't give for one more chance. If I could only just make her mine. She's a single woman taking on the world. She's a single lady, all-American girl. She don't need no man to make her proud and strong. She's a single woman, and she's making it on her own. She's a single woman taking on the world. She's a single lady, all-American girl. She don't need no man to make her proud and strong. She's a single woman, and she's making it on her own. Oh, you go, girl.
Nobody knows new country
like we know new country.
Indie Country Radio, new country's best.
I heard a story from the Bible when I was just a little girl, about a broken-hearted woman who met the Savior of the world. Thought it was just another story, one that the preacher man would read. But as I'm sitting here at home, drinking red wine all alone, I think that woman might be me. 'Cause tonight I feel just like the woman at the well, wondering how someone could empty bottle. I swear I caught a glimpse of him. He met me right there at the bottom and turned that wine to living water and taught me how to love again. Yeah, tonight I feel just like the woman at the well, wondering how someone could love me when I can't love myself. But you want me as I am, and that sounds crazy. I guess maybe that's why grace is so amazing. It's no longer just a story when I read it, 'cause I've seen it for myself and I believe it. 'Cause tonight I feel just like the woman at the well, wondering how someone could love me when I can't love myself. But you want me as I am, and that sounds crazy. I guess maybe that's why grace is so amazing. Just like the story from the Bible I heard when I was just a girl. I'm the broken-hearted woman who met the Savior of the world.
Her name is Olivia Lane. That is called Woman at the Well. You can catch the video to that one on our TV channel, ICTV, IndieCountryTelevision.com. Olivia Lane, Woman at the Well. How about the women of country music? We're going to have one on the radio here after this next song. We're going to debut a brand new artist by the name of Josh Kaiser. This is called Big on the Little Things on today's Country from KICR, Indie Country Radio, playing new country's best on a finally Friday. Robbie Hart is up next.
She don't care about diamonds, roses, silver, or gold, but she'll go wild for a wildflower off the side of the road. She don't care about fancy dinner, champagne on ice, but she'll go crazy in the bath when I bring that box wine. She loves a post-it note on the fridge. She loves a good morning forehead kiss. My baby's big on the little things. Yes, she is. A little sunset on the front porch swing, leaning in. Little dancing around the kitchen. Little hugging, little kissing, little loving while the tin roof sings. My baby's big on the little things. Oh, she's big on the little things. And she don't care about the speed up rusty truck that I drive, long as she's riding shotgun feet up right by my side. She don't care about the thread count in these sheets, long as she's tangled up in me when she sleeps. My baby's big on the little things. Yes, she is. A little sunset on the front porch swing, leaning in. Little dancing around the kitchen. Little hugging, little kissing, little loving while the tin roof sings. My baby's big on the little things. Oh, she's big on the little things.
His name is Josh Kaiser. That is called Big on the Little Things, and found him this last week and debuting him tonight on the program. Sometimes I tend to call this New Music Friday because there's so much new music that happens during the week. And if the artist doesn't have 3 songs in a row, makes it kind of hard to get them on the other show, which is Triple Play Thursday. But if you've never heard that show, you need to tune in at 7 p.m. Central Time every Thursday here on KICR, IndieCountryRadio.com, because we play 3 songs in a row from every artist all show long, and that is a cool deal. Well, speaking of a cool deal, we've got Miss Robbie Hart joining us tonight. How are you?
I'm great. Thank you so much for having me on tonight.
I'm glad to have you again, and we just talked a couple of weeks ago, so I think you're the fastest artist that has come back for interview number 2 that I've ever had.
Well, I had such a great time. I was really excited to come back.
Yeah, I did too.
Speak with you again.
Yeah, and a brand new single you've got that just dropped on the 9th of September, and we're going to play that here in just a little bit, so that's good stuff. You've got it going on, young lady.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes, it was a little too soon to talk about it the last time that I was on, and I'm happy that I'm able to talk to you about this new song.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now that it's out.
Absolutely. It's called Outside My Window, and the reason I love doing these radio interviews is because we get to hear the stories behind the song. So before we play it for everybody, let's hear the story of Outside My Window.
Okay. Well, thank you so much again for having me and to have me talk about the song, because this song and this message are very important to me. Mm-hmm. All of my songs draw upon my personal experiences, and this song is no different. Outside My Window was inspired by a young life that was cut short in my community. And it reminds us that we never know what's going on behind closed doors, even behind the biggest and brightest smiles. It was written and inspired about somebody who passed away at their own hands, and everybody, when they found out, had no idea that this person was suffering and had demons that they were facing. And it's so sad to know that so many people are suffering in silence and feel all alone. And it's such a heartbreaking thing, especially for somebody so young. I live in a quiet town, I guess you would say, a residential area, and we have families and teenagers and kids, and you never think that these things happen in those kinds of areas, and that nobody thinks that these things happen, and drug overdoses and suicides and things like that, and very serious and very sad, and it's absolutely gut-wrenching. And just to know that these things do happen, and all along you say, I had no idea this person was suffering. And so that was what inspired me to write the song. It was somebody that I knew, and somebody that helped me when I was going through a hard time, when I was physically recovering from surgery, was checking on me, and I would see this person on the street, and the person would stop and wave and ask me how I was doing, and yet I had no idea this person was fighting demons.
Wow. That is something, and for you to go out there and actually, have this song done and fully produced and everything because of that speaks volumes about you as well. That's awesome.
Well, thank you for saying that. And, selfishly, music is how I heal, and it's how I express myself. So writing this song and being able to communicate the song was very cathartic for me. But at the same time, it was my going over and over, oh my gosh, I can't believe it. And I can't believe I didn't know. And I can't believe that I didn't know that you had anything wrong going on. I would have tried to help. I would have reached out. I would have been there. I would have done whatever I could have to help if I would have had an inkling that there was something going on, and I just didn't know. And it really affected me, and on a human level. And sadly, and extremely sadly, it is not the first time that I've known somebody who's passed away for these types of circumstances. And it just breaks my heart to know that there's so many people that are suffering in silence, and they literally don't want to ask for help because they're afraid to be judged. And part of the song and the angle of the song was just to say, I don't judge anybody what they're going through. It's not for me to, to judge what they're going through, but I would have liked to have been able to help, or it's just such a sad thing to know that maybe I could have said something or checked in on somebody and done something, and there may have been a different outcome.
Yeah, that is something, and We talked last time when we did our interview a couple of weeks ago about how you had, for health reasons, taken a little break from music. Well, you coming back to music, and like you said, that's how you heal, and you're doing that, and you're helping other people heal at the same time by doing what you're doing here. That is fantastic. You're coming back stronger than ever.
Thank you. And you know what? I'm so happy that you said that because, sometimes along our journeys, we question certain steps along our journeys. And what you said is exactly why I'm doing music. Yeah. I do music to help other people through music, to share my stories that are similar to other people's stories. So many times we feel like we're going through things and it's just us. Nobody else has gone through these things in life. We feel very alone. We feel like very embarrassed about our situation. And when I write these songs, a lot of them are so honest and so real, just to be able to share my experiences with somebody, and I hope that it helps them, or I hope that they connect with it, and I hope that it either inspires them or uplifts them, or even if it's a very difficult situation such as this one, I would like anybody who's out there struggling to know that you mean something. You matter to people that you don't even realize that you matter to. And, it lingers, it has a lingering effect. So thank you for saying that. That makes me very, very happy. And as far as, being stronger than ever, you nailed it. I am more driven than I've ever been with my music, and I am stronger than ever. Even though I still have my physical issues, I'm more connected with my music than I've ever been, and I'm more in tune with who I am and the message that I want to be sharing.
Yeah, that's awesome. And I get emails like this all the time, explaining the story kind of behind the song is what they'll put in the email, kind of like you're doing. Not as long as we're talking tonight, but kind of give you a gist of the song and what it's about and the story behind it. And I got one a while back, and I've interviewed this artist twice. Her name is Cindy Hall from Nashville, Tennessee, and she had a brain aneurysm when she was 24 years old, and that's almost fatal to most people, it is. And so she took a 40-year break from music, and now she's back. And she's not a youngster anymore, but she was tearing it up in Nashville back in 1975, and she even wrote a song about it back then. But she has also come back stronger than ever. So, man, when I get emails like that, and then I get to hear stories like you're telling tonight, that's why I want to do radio. It's never been about the money, and I'm sure it's that way with you and the music. If it was about the money, you'd be, you wouldn't make the music that you're making, because the stories wouldn't be there, because that's not your purpose.
You've absolutely nailed it. And first of all, I just want to take a moment to send blessings to the artist that you were just mentioning. I think you said her name was Cindy.
Yeah, Cindy Hall. Mm-hmm.
You know what? That is a story I love to hear, and I love to hear somebody who pursues their passion no matter what, above all. And there shouldn't be an age on music, because music is the way it makes you feel. It's not how it looks. The lyrics that you connect with that give you comfort and solace, those are the things that matter, not really looks. And I realize that the world that we live in is, based a lot on appearance and stuff like that. So I'm very, very, very happy that other artist that you mentioned, even despite taking a 40-year break, has gone back there and is still tearing it up, because music is incredible. Music has no limits. Music has no age, and I'm so happy to hear stories like that, because I hesitated when I was coming back onto the music scene, and I had been absent for a long time, and I had, aged a couple of years during that process, and I'm not exactly the physical shape I was before. And you know what? I was letting it stop me from living my dream for so long. I said, I'm being ridiculous right now, because it's not for them, it's for me. I'm doing this for me. And if this song helps somebody, if my music inspires somebody, or somebody likes my song and it means something to them, then that's a bonus.
Yeah.
So.
And we've talked about this, me and my vice president, Don Swartz, we were just talking about this the other day, in the broadcasting world, I listen to a lot of broadcasters, sports broadcasters as well, because I'm a big sports fan, but they really didn't hit their prime until they got into their 60s, and that kind of age. And so I'll be 59 next month. And, I listened to my shows when I first started doing this 9 years ago, and you just get better and better with time. So age is not a bad thing, and it's going to help you in the long run, and you're going to learn from everything that you do along the way and how to do things better anyway.
I have to agree, and I think there's a sense of knowing yourself, too, when you get to a certain age. You already know what you want to be like, how you want to come across. You're no longer testing the waters. Like, you know who you are. You know your brand, and you really do know what you want to accomplish because you're on a very specific path. You're very motivated, and sometimes, sadly, it takes having gone through, you know, health issues or other types of issues that remind us how badly we want things. So unfortunately, sometimes that comes after, you know, a medical drama, like a dramatic time in our lives, or like in my case, or like Cindy's case, after, you know, having taken a pause due to having an aneurysm. You know, after taking those pauses, we are more certain than ever of what we want, because we've had to overcome so many obstacles. And when we're doing it, at least in my case, I'm 100% all in.
Yeah, absolutely. And Cindy's hoping to bring back something that, you know, I see a lot of posts saying that something's been lost in the world of country music, and that's kind of the more traditional sound. She's hoping to bring that back with her song Nashville 1975 and others like it. And so I'm going to have to play it tonight for sure for everybody now to hear it. And
that's amazing. I'd love to hear that. Yes, I would love to hear that. That's very inspiring.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's an amazing feeling doing what you love at any age. And hopefully when you do it with all your heart and soul, it comes across, and it really doesn't matter how old you are.
Yeah, absolutely. Dawn just posted Katie Osland was 48 before she made it in the industry. Never say never. So there you go.
Ever.
And,
never.
You know, I see so many posts, you know, before Steve Jobs created Apple, he was well into, you know, his, I think he was in his 50s, you know, so, you know, you look back now, if you'd have bought Apple stock when it was $4, look what you'd be worth now. You know, you just never know. So, tuning into this radio program, I get to say, hey, I knew that young lady before she made it big in the world of country music, and you're probably going to be one of those.
Oh, thank you. Well, I'll still keep in touch.
Okay, thanks. We got each other's number, right?
Oh, you got it. You got it.
Well,
yeah, that's important. I don't forget people that I know, because, you know, at the end of the day, I think I've said this to you the last time that I was chatting with you, is I'm all about the connections. You know, It's part of the experience is getting to meet so many amazing people, and part of the connections, it really shapes your experience. Yeah. And just because, you know, you advance in popularity and fame doesn't mean you have to forget where you came from. So.
Yep, there you go. And never forget the people outside your window, right?
Oh, no, never.
Let's play the song. How about that? Robbie Hart right here on KICR Indie Country Radio. Her brand new single is called Outside My Window on the program tonight on a Finally Friday.
Car is parked in your driveway. It's been sitting there since that Friday. Your favorite song has stopped halfway since the last time you hit play. Can't believe I never knew the hell that you were going through. Only saw your smiling face as you drove by. Never saw your tears stained eyes for the life you tried so hard to hide. Finding demons day and night inside your mind. Hello, I see you waving low whenever I look outside my window. Life got short, it's such a shame. They will never be the same. Words unspoken, so much blame. Lives are broken, no one says your name. Can't believe I never knew the hell that you were going through. Only saw you smile and wave as you drove by. Never saw your tears stained eyes for the life you tried so hard to hide. Finding demons day and night
is Robbie Hart. Her brand new single, it is called Outside My Window. KICR Indie Country Radio is playing it. And we're not the first radio station to play it, but we're right up there because it just dropped and got released on the 9th of this month. So we get the new music almost first.
Well, you did play it before it was out. So
yes, I did. That's right. Absolutely.
You definitely did.
Yep, absolutely. So thank you for that. We appreciate that, too.
Oh, thank you, and thank you for all your support. It means so much to me.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, I also have a TV channel, ICTV, IndieCountryTelevision.com, and we've never talked about this, even a couple of weeks ago when we talked. Are there any workings of a video to that song?
At this point, I felt like because of the nature of the song that it would be best just to leave it as the audio.
Okay.
But I'm not sure if that's going to change at any point in the near future just because it's such a emotional piece.
Yeah, absolutely. I play a song and everybody in the chat room knows the song really well. Her name's Brandy Clark, and, she's kind of a big deal in the world of music right now for females, and she's just performed on the Grand Ole Opry a few months ago. She's got a song called Remember Me Beautiful. And it really is a sad song, and Shelley will say, and I know you've probably heard me play it too, but, it makes you think of your mom and stuff like that. Well, she is actually asking for people to send in video clips to help her make that video. So, what yours is talking about, yeah, it is a pretty sad thing, but, anything that you can do musically to help those people, you're doing it, and that's awesome.
Thank you so much.
Yep, absolutely. Now, we talked a little bit about where you're from last time. You're from Long Island, New York.
I'm originally from Canada, and I currently live in Long Island, New York.
Right, but yeah, and we play a bunch of Canadian artists. I mean, we just got a bunch of them. In the country music community and the venues up there, there's some awesome places up there to play. My friends One Ugly Cowboy are playing tonight, so they're excited to get back out on the road from Toronto, Canada. And but now what I was leading to is tell us a little bit about too, if folks missed the last interview, of how you met your husband, because this is a real interesting story too.
Okay, you know what? That's my favorite story.
Love it.
So I'll be happy to tell you. Yes. Sure. So I'm originally from Montreal, Canada, and I was supposed to be going on a trip to Paris by myself. And I had my whole entire trip and itinerary was planned, and was very much looking forward to hanging out at a cafe in Paris, writing in my book and having coffee. And I kept getting a sign not to go. Every time the day was getting closer, I was getting another sign not to go. Mm-hmm. And I said, you know what? I get the feeling I'm not supposed to be going to Paris. So at the last moment, I changed my trip and I decided to go to Hawaii. And the first day I was in Hawaii at 6 o'clock in the morning, I was at Starbucks having a coffee, writing in my book, doing exactly what I wanted to be doing. And my husband, my now husband, this handsome man came in and he was smiling at me, and he came up to me and started talking to me, and that was it.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So I ended up meeting my husband at Starbucks, and I wrote a song about it. You can check out the whole story in my song Out of the Blue.
That is cool. And if he can afford to buy you a $5 or $6 cup of coffee, he's not a cheapskate either, right?
Well, you know what? He was very generous with the coffee. In fact, it has been a theme throughout our marriage and throughout our entire relationship. I think we own every single Starbucks coffee mug, because whenever he goes to a Starbucks, he gets himself a cup of coffee and he comes home with a mug for me. And it's becoming a problem because I've run out of cupboard space. But, that's the story of how we met, and it's my favorite story, and thank you for asking me about it.
That is awesome. I love it, too. When you told me about that the first time, it was in our chat room. You were in here hanging out with us, and I was reading that chat, and I was like, okay, that's definitely something I got to ask her about on the first interview, and of course, we're going to ask you on the second one a little bit, because if people miss the first one and they don't know Robbie Hart, we're getting real familiar with you around here, but this is worldwide radio in over 200 countries, and so we want to get the stories out there.
Well, while you're at the story, just one thing I need to make everybody understand is that if it wasn't for meeting my husband, I wouldn't be Robbie Hart, right? Because I took his name. Yep. So I was writing in a book, and in the book that I was writing in at the coffee store, it had hearts and stars. And when he walked up to me and started talking to me, he said, "Oh, you love hearts? You like hearts?" I said, "Oh, yes, I love everything that has hearts and stars. I love hearts." And he looked at me and he says, "Everything?" And I was like, "Yes." He's like, "Well, my name is Heart." And he's like, "No, it's not." And he's like, "Yeah, yes, my name is Heart." So he said, "You just met Mr. Heart at Starbucks."
That is awesome. And
that was it?
And now he has your heart and you have his.
Yes. And I have a great stage name, right?
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh, yeah, I love it. You know, and I tell that all the time, you know, everybody in radio back when I was in FM radio in 1999 had a radio name at the station. And they're like, "What do you want your radio name to be? Because we don't want you to use your last name." Because people wouldn't even been able to pronounce that. They still can't. A lot of people pronounce my last name right. So I thought, you know, Tim Kelly sounds kind of cool on the radio. What do you think about that? And they're like, "Yeah, hey, we could even do like Machine Gun Kelly or something like that." So that's how that all came about. And I've been not Machine Gun Kelly anymore, but I've been
I was going to say, you didn't tell me you were that famous.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Hey, I used to fire off the machine guns on those radio liners and all that too. But yeah, I've been that for 20 years now. So I don't ever get it mixed up on the radio. So that's one good thing.
It's good to know who you are, right?
Yes, right, exactly. You know, I have to wear a name badge when I go on the air. But no, I'm just kidding. Hey, I've been seeing some cool stuff about you've been posting on Facebook too, and your daughter and you guys hanging out and having a good time. And I saw the other day that lo and behold, she's wearing your cowboy boots and they fit.
You know what? It's so funny too because I took her shopping with me and I said to her, "Would you like to get a pair of cowboy boots?" And she's like, "No, Mom, no thanks, I'm good." And I was like, "Are you sure? Like, they're really cute." And she's like, "No, I'm good." And then, of course, I was actually doing a radio interview, and I was on Zoom. And when I was done, I hung up the phone, and I kicked off my boots. And next thing I know, I see my daughter taking my boots, and she was wearing them. And I'm like, oh, my goodness, she's a mini-me, and she's wearing my boots. And they fit her. And then I'm thinking, I thought you said you didn't want a pair of cowboy boots. I guess I've just lost a pair.
Yeah, sounds like. Well, I tell you what, with all the coffee mugs you've got in the cupboard, it sounds like you could get a deal, an endorsement deal from Starbucks, and maybe you could get a boot deal too going on here pretty soon.
You know, you might be onto something.
There you go. I interviewed a young 11-year-old here a few weeks ago. Her name's Brooklyn Summer, and she's got a deal with American Hat Makers at 11 years old. And she goes, "Yeah, they just pay me to wear their hats." And I'm like, man, you know what? This girl's 11. Here I am going to be 59 next month, and I haven't figured out how to get one of those deals yet, you know?
You're doing great.
So, yeah, well, we're trying. So, but I'll tell you what, you can learn from the young ones, and that's good stuff, too.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, and you told me something really neat about your daughter a couple of weeks ago, too, that she's your inspiration to keep doing music and to start back up and to keep going. Kind of tell us about that a little bit again.
Yes, she absolutely is. So for those who haven't heard the story, or I guess I could tell the story again, I always dreamt of being a singer. It was my lifelong dream. It was what I always wanted to do, and my heart was always set on being a singer. Unfortunately, about 13 years ago, I was badly injured while I was pregnant with my daughter, and I wasn't able to sing anymore. I had a bad injury, and between my pain and my injury, everything, I just couldn't sing anymore. And it was the most difficult time in my life because not only was I going through the most trying time of my life and in so much pain, I didn't have the ability to sing through it and soothe myself with my music. Mm-hmm. And it was a very, very hard time. I didn't know if I'd ever be able to sing again, and it was just so hard. But through it all, like, music kept coming back into my life, and it kept helping me pull myself up from, you know, the most difficult time that I was going through. When my daughter was 2.5, she was diagnosed with autism, and she's the most incredible young lady ever. She has such a beautiful heart, and she makes the world better just by being her. She's just such a thoughtful and caring person, and she lights up the world without saying a word. She's just amazing. Mm-hmm. And when she was about, I guess, in first or second grade, my husband and I told her, you have autism, and it may make some things in your life a little bit more difficult. You might have to try harder for certain things, like with socializing and stuff might come a little bit, may not come as easy to you, and other things will come very easily to you. But nothing is impossible for you. You can be anything. You can do anything. All your dreams could come true because you're an amazing person, and having autism won't ever stop you from living your dreams. And as I was telling her this, and as I was showing her a list of all the things in the world she can be despite her disability or different abilities, I realized that I was at home in pain, curled up in a ball, and I couldn't do what I wanted to do because I was in pain and because it was extremely difficult. You know, I wasn't able to do what I wanted to do. Mm-hmm. And I was letting my state, my physical state and, you know, my pain state stop me from living my dream. And I realized that the only way I would be able to really show her what it was like to chase my dreams if I got up and did it myself. If I showed her, look, this is really hard for mommy. Like, I don't know how to stand up without falling down. I don't know how I'm ever going to stand up on the stage without falling down and sing. Because right now I couldn't even sing. Yeah. The only way I was able to show her what it really looked like was if I went and put myself out there. And I did. And I said at that moment, I said, I'm going to chase my dream to sing no matter how difficult it is, no matter how unlikely it is, no matter how many doors get shut in my face. And at the beginning, I used to think, how am I going to get up on the stage? What am I going to hold on to? How am I going to be able to walk up to the stage and then, you know, take the microphone and sing? All of these things were like obstacles for me because I was like, how am I going to do this? This is so difficult. I was, you know, very shaky on my legs and had a lot of problems standing up, and I couldn't sing. I couldn't move my mouth properly. And at the end of it all, I worked so hard at it, and I had her in my mind and I had her in my heart, and I kept seeing the image of her, and I said, I have to do this. I have to show her that I have to try. I have to try as hard as I can with everything I have. And I did. And I wanted her to be proud of me, and I just wanted her to be like, that's my mom.
That is an awesome story. I love it.
And you know what? It's amazing because now she tells me, Mommy, I'm so proud of you. I can't even tell you. Like, you know, we're artists. It's normal we look at things like followers and numbers and streams and stuff. When I hear my daughter telling me that and saying to me, like, Mom, you inspire me. That is everything right there. That is my success. Yeah. That's my legacy, because there was a time, and I know a lot of people can relate to this, you know, being in pain and being in a state that I didn't recognize myself. I always used to think, my daughter will never know who I was before this happened to me. She will never know the person that I was. She will never know the fearless, unstoppable, super strong person that I was before, that was so capable and so, you know, hardworking and all these things that I was. Mm-hmm. It wasn't being reflected in how I was because of my pain situation and my disability, and I was letting it stop me from following my dreams. And once I took control of my dream and my future, my success, I said, I will not let anything stop me.
Yeah, that is awesome.
And then now she knows exactly who I am, and she knows who her mom is, and she knows, you know, Mommy is going out there chasing her dream, and it's okay. Sometimes, you know, things are harder for me now, and it still happens that things are harder for me. Like, I just started learning how to play guitar in January. It was a lifelong dream for me to play guitar and be able to accompany myself, but I couldn't even put my arm around the guitar, coming around the front of the guitar, because I couldn't, like, raise my arm for so many years. But I'm doing it now, and even though it's really hard, I still can't pick with a pick because I can't hold the pick in my fingers. But I can do it. I'm doing it, and even it's really, really hard for me. And she'll hear me playing sometimes, and she'll, Mom, you sound really good. Wow. And I'm so proud because it's something that I never, ever thought I can do. Yeah. But I have the desire, and she's the reason for me to rise above everything and do everything I've ever wanted to do.
You have the perfect last name, Robbie. You have a huge heart.
Thank you.
We can tell that just by hearing these stories. That is awesome.
Thank you. Absolutely. I'm very, very lucky, and I'm so grateful to be able to do what I love, and, you know, to be able to make music and to share my music and to have inspiration. And, you know, she has inspired me. She's inspired me to write songs about her. She's inspired me, you know, on my journey, and she inspires me every day.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, I'll tell you what, we're running out of time now. You've told some great stories tonight, though, and we absolutely love hearing them. Tell one more quick one, though. I'm going to play this song going out. It's called You Don't Belong Here. You said it was a song that kind of helped you deal with a lot of demons in your life.
Yes. So this song is probably the most empowering song that I've ever written. It's a song about me standing up to the demons of my path and taking back my power and telling my demons that they don't belong in my life. And it's a song that really gave me back my power, gave me back my voice, and I use that voice now to inspire and uplift other people. And it's such a powerful song, and for me, it literally set me free.
Well, and as a female country artist, you are making a name for yourself, and you're showing others how it's done by the stories that you've told tonight. Absolutely love it, Robbie.
Thank you so much. I thank you so much for having me on, for sharing my stories and sharing my music.
You are welcome, and come back anytime. We've got each other's numbers. Stay in touch, and we told you about the Country Music Festival that we're still looking at for next year in Branson, Missouri. We would love to have you come, and you don't have to play the guitar or anything. We'll take care of all of that. If you'll just sing, we'll be good with that.
I will be very happy to do that.
That would be awesome. You don't belong here, but really you do on this radio station right now on KICR Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best, and we're glad you're here. We're getting ready to kick off hour number 2 with Robbie Hart.
You don't belong here. I didn't let you in. I said goodbye to you when I buried you long ago. This isn't how I thought it'd be. I thought I was finally free, but you came to make it bleed, and now your words are haunting me. You don't belong here. You don't belong here. I'm screaming loud, but there's no sound. I feel your presence all around my every thought, and I can't escape you and your chances, but it's too late. You don't belong here. You don't belong here. You never could feel love, only possessions, and now you came here to make your post-life confessions, holding me hostage from within, but I'm not paying for your sins. You don't belong here. You don't belong here. Where no one ever goes. It's a place that no one knows. I'm crying and I'm all alone, and I'm broken and I'm 12 years old. You don't belong here. You don't belong here. Bringing you to peace is ripping open wounds for me. I'm screaming loud, can you hear me now? This is something that I won't allow. Go anywhere, just go away. I've forgiven you, and I'm okay. You don't belong here. You don't belong here. You don't belong here. I set you free. You don't belong here. Let me be. You don't belong here. Not anymore. You don't belong here. I close the door.
Another hour of the best in new country starts now on Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best.
When I walk down these busy streets, see memories like a tumbleweed rolling through every life. There ain't a bar I end up in, your voice don't haunt me like the wind blowing on some lonesome night. Ain't no place I can hide. Every corner that I turn, every sunset that I burn, every dirt road I go down, your face, something whiskey can't erase. Swear that I can feel you here right now, and you're always hanging around. It's like I'm living in a ghost town. 2 a.m. ain't late enough, another shot ain't easing up the hard rain in the missing you. In every room inside my head, here beside me in my bed, you're right there. Ain't nothing I can do. Every corner that I turn, every sunset that I burn, every dirt road I go down, down, down. I smell your perfume, see your face, something whiskey can't erase. Swear that I can feel you here right now. You're always hanging around. It's like I'm living in a ghost town. Every corner that I turn, every sunset that I burn, every dirt road I go down, down. I smell your perfume, see your face, something whiskey can't erase. Swear that I can feel you here right now. You're always hanging around. It's like I'm living in a ghost town. Some old ghost town. Some old ghost town.
His name is Tyler Braden, Tyler Booth, I'm sorry, a former American Idol contestant, and that is called Ghost Town. We love that song around here. And welcome to hour number 2 of Today's Country with yours truly, Tim Kelly, hosting the show. If you're just getting tuned in, don't worry about missing the Robbie Hart interview. Everything is recorded. The other stations in syndication are going to replay it. Our Facebook links show everything, so join our KICR Indie Country Club. We post all of our shows over there when they're getting ready to go on the air, and after they are off the air, you can hear everything over and over again. So we thank you for listening, and I want to thank Robbie Hart for joining me tonight. She has a big heart, ladies and gentlemen, and we appreciate the time, and her music is top-notch. That's how she got on this radio station, all about the music, but I love hearing the stories behind the songs as well. How about 2 Tylers in a row? Now we got some Tyler Braden. This is called Love is a Dead End Road on Today's Country from KICR Indie Country Radio. New Country's Best on a finally Friday, hour number 2.
Thought it was finding someone that was just like me, wanting college football up on the big screen every Saturday all through fall. But no, love is a dead-end road. Thought it meant she'd pick a guitar, shoot pool with the boys in a smoky old bar room, and throw them back without a second thought. But love is a dead-end road on the outskirts of our hometown, where the blacktop turns into gravel drive sounds. Pines line the river all the way to our house, where family and friends, they all gather around to see little bare feet take the very first step. Talk about it over and over again, where you thank God it didn't turn out how you thought, where you got her hand on the hold. Love is a dead-end road. Thought I had it blacktop turns into gravel drive sounds. Pines line the river all the way to our house, where family and friends, they all gather round to tell Daddy goodbye just one more time. Here to say for one hell of a life, where you thank God it didn't turn out how you thought. Oh, you thank God it didn't turn out how you thought. Well, you got her hand to hold. Love is a dead-end road. Love is a dead-end road.
New country sounds like this.
Talk to me, Texas. I'm proud of where I've been.
And this.
I don't wanna be a good time girl, arm around my shoulder, shutting down your favorite bar.
And this.
99 Halo couldn't take you away.
You're listening to the best in new country music on KICR Indie Country Radio.
See that girl over there with the perfect skin and the perfect hair. She fits into her world just perfectly. Everybody wants to know her name, wanna get her number, wanna play her game, and be invited to her sweet 16 when she looks in the mirror. Bet she don't like what she sees. 'Cause that girl made up, spending all your money, but tomorrow wanna break up. Big laugh and a big tan and a big Gucci. She's her biggest fan. I wouldn't wanna be that girl. See that girl over there, waiting by the phone, but pretending that she doesn't care. But she just sits there waiting patiently. Everybody tells her he's no good, but she tells herself he's misunderstood. And slowly lets go of her dignity when she looks in that mirror. Bet she don't like what she sees. 'Cause that girl, jaded, lying in her bed, but she's the one that made it. He lies when she cries, barely holds on to a little pride. I wouldn't wanna be that girl. Playing softball with my daddy in the backyard, making wishes on shooting stars. I never wanna be that far from that girl. That
That is the current single from Brooklyn Summer, 11 years young Brooklyn Summer. It is called That Girl, and that girl sent me a cool autographed postcard the other day, and it is awesome. She just launched a brand new website today, IamBrooklynSummer.com, and you can also follow her on Instagram at IamBrooklynSummer. You can do it just like I am right there on Tim Kelly On Air is where I'm at on Instagram. You can follow me over there too. And I will lead you to some great country music artists like that young lady, Brooklyn Summer, right there. She's going to go places, and she is absolutely fantastic. 11 years young and sings like that. That's some good stuff right there. And has a hat deal. That's right, American Hat Makers. Good stuff right there. This next artist is the nephew of one John Michael Montgomery and Eddie Montgomery from Montgomery Gentry. His name is Dylan Carmichael. His latest single is called Hot Beer on Today's Country from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on a Finally Friday.
Girl, I knew it was a matter of time before you got dawned up, pulled into my drive and apologized 'cause the other night you went crazy. You said you're just here to collect your stuff. Now you're crying and you're talking about making up like you wanna come back. Let me think about that now, baby. Well, I'd rather drink a hot beer, build a fire in the pouring rain, burn all of my fishing gear, then set sail in a hurricane, or go hunting with an empty gun, and see a once-in-a-lifetime deer, or work a Saturday just for fun, and come home and drink a hot beer. I'm sorry if it sounds kinda overboard, but you cheated and you lied and you wrecked my Ford, so you might as well stay there on the porch now, honey. If you wanna know the odds of another try, they're about the same as a tractor flying. Quit your laughing, girl. I ain't trying to be funny. I'd rather drink a hot beer, build a fire in the pouring rain, burn all of my fishing gear, then set sail in a hurricane, go hunting with an empty gun, and see a once-in-a-lifetime deer, or work a Saturday just for fun, and come home and drink a hot beer, come home and drink a skunk. Oh, totally not cold, flat and scratch 'cause it's done been rolled in the back of the bed with the trash and the tools. Hell, I'd even pop an old dose. Oh, yeah. Hey. I'd rather drink a hot beer, turn it up and take a long sip. Hell, I'd even take a big swig of Uncle Bubba's old dip spread. Go hunting with an empty gun, see a once-in-a-lifetime deer, work a Saturday just for fun, yeah. Come home and drink a hot beer, come home and drink a hot beer.
Great country tunes on the radio.
Get it?
Today's Country.
Country lives right here. Country is what we do.
Today's Country. More of today's new country now.
I love the music.
You're listening to KICR Indie Country Radio, syndicated worldwide, playing New Country's best.
Now this is my kind of country. New country. New country. New country.
If you got a floorboard that needs 2 feet, a voice is calling shotgun, a hand right there to reach across the center console and hold on to your knee. Well, I know a girl. If you got a stretch of beach somewhere in Carolina that needs pink painted toes on a towel I'll bathe beside you while the whole world in the sunset all goes flying by you. I know a girl. I know a girl. I know a girl who's asleep about you. I know a girl can hardly breathe around you. She ain't halfway across the country. Now she's closer than you think. If you want someone who wants to give you everything, I know a girl. If you got a house at the end of some street full of crazy family who needs someone to meet, so your mom can tell her friends, oh, you love her, she's so sweet. I know a girl.
know a girl. I know a girl who's asleep about you. I know a girl can hardly breathe around her. She ain't halfway across the country, now she's closer than you think. If you want someone who wants to give you everything, I know a someone who wants to give you everything. I know a girl if you're looking for forever. No girl, ain't nobody knows you better. She ain't halfway across the country, now she's closer than you think. If you want someone who wants to give you everything, I know a girl. Hey, I know a girl. Girl, I know a girl.
Her name is Marin Taylor. You can check out the video to I Know a Girl by Marin Taylor on our TV channel, ICTV, IndieCountryTelevision.com. Well, I know a guy who plays the best in new country music. Hey, that's yours truly. Reach out to me if you want to get your music on this radio station. You can do that through our email address, IndieCountryRadio@yahoo.com. It is right on our website, just a few scrolls down, and you will find it at KICR, IndieCountryRadio.com. Everything is over there as well. This new country music artist made his debut last night on Triple Play Thursday. His name is Drake Milligan. This is called Sounds Like Something I Do on Today's Country from KICR Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best.
Staying too long at the honky-tonk, spending too much just to tie one on. Little less right and a lot more wrong. Sounds like something I do. Calling in sick when the fish are biting, taking those curves with the gravel flying, keeping one eye on the next horizon. Sounds like something I do. I never had a reason, girl, to go around looking for a fire to walk through. It ain't like me to want somebody rearranging all my want-tos. I ain't the kind to settle down and let myself get wrapped around somebody's finger, but if I had you, baby, sounds like something I do. Truck, get it pushing 80, picking you up, and later maybe getting one kiss and going half crazy. Sounds like something I do. I never had a reason, girl, to go around looking for a fire to walk through. It ain't like me to want somebody rearranging all my want-tos. I ain't the kind to settle down and let myself get wrapped around somebody's finger, but if I had you, sounds like something I do. Yeah! I ain't the kind to settle down and let my heart get wrapped around somebody's finger, but if I had you, baby, sounds like something, baby. Oh, it sounds like something, baby. Sounds like something I do.
Party till we drop.
It's always a party.
Just partying it up.
Your country party is here all summer.
It's summertime.
Goes by like a Polaroid flash. Snapshot and summer lasts.
Turning up the summer country right now.
Packed all my troubles away. Lying here, well, think I'll stay. Everything sticks to the plan for another day in Summerland.
Your summertime station is Indie Country Radio, New Country's best.
Girl, you don't need another outlaw. Ain't looking for another Jesse James. Don't be fooled by my hat and boots. No, we ain't all the same. We don't all disappear into the sunset. Ain't all gunslanging, saloon doors swinging drunks. We ain't all rough-cut ramblers out here gambling with love. From the looks of it, I can tell your heart's breaking. Dancing and stress, and you need saving. Girl, that's what cowboys are for. They ain't built for running, no, we're right into the storm. Be your strength when you feel weak. Come in and sweep you off your feet. So take my hand, but let's get back up on that horse. 'Cause that's what cowboys are for. I'd walk 1,000 miles across the desert, climb 100 mountains just so I love your biggest acid on the Arizona sky and hold you tight. Girl, that's what cowboys are for. They ain't built for running, no, we're right into the storm. Be your strength when you feel weak. Come in and sweep you off your feet. So take my hand, let's get back up on that horse. 'Cause that's what cowboys are for. Dancing and stress, and you've been waiting for a hero to go saddle up and save you. Girl, that's what cowboys are for. Ain't built for running, we're right into the store. Your strength when you feel weak. Come and sweep you off your feet. So take my hand, let's get back up on that horse. That's what cowboys are for. That's what cowboys are for. That's what cowboys are for.
His name is Brandon Davis. That is called What Cowboys Are For. Found that artist on TikTok. You need to go check him out, ladies and gentlemen. Brandon Davis, and great stuff right there. Well, we got some more great stuff. This next artist is live with us on the radio. I have another great radio interview set up tonight. We have Mr. Nuke Bushner. How are you, brother?
Doing all right, man. How you doing?
Doing fantastic. Great to have you on the program tonight.
Yes, sir. I appreciate it.
You bet. Now, I was researching you here a while back and played one of your songs, Cowskin Creek. We're going to play it here in just a little bit. But you're from Parsons, Kansas. I grew up in Fort Scott, just about an hour north of Parsons, I believe. So, yeah, that's cool.
That's awesome.
Were you born and raised in Parsons?
Yes, sir, I was.
Okay. I was born and raised in Carthage, Missouri, just 9 miles from Joplin, Missouri, and 10 years ago I was in the Joplin tornado of 2011, so that's kind of my story. And then 9 months later I was in the Branson, Missouri tornado. I'm in Branson now, so.
Has that been 10 years ago already?
Yeah, 2011, May 22nd. I'll never forget that day. Of 2011. Yep, 10 years. Yep. And there was a guy, a storm chaser named Jeff Petrowski, and he was getting ready to chase that storm, and he said it's going to be a banner day for storms, and he said they're going to go through Parsons and all of those places. I think it was like, I can't even remember all the little towns he was talking about, but it ended up making its landing in Joplin, and just tore half of that town apart. Oh, and we lost him again. Hang on, we'll call back here in just a moment, ladies and gentlemen. We'll get him on. We're having some technical issues. We've been dropping calls here a couple of times. Let's see if we can. Your call has been Okay. Well, hang on. I'll get another song on here by somebody in just a second. We'll get somebody going here. 1 second. Here we go. All right. How about the latest single from Darren Morris while we're waiting to get Nuke Bushner on? This is called Wrap You Up in Love on KICR Indie Country Radio. Country is back.
Baby, it turns me on when you start twirling your hair, the way you shimmy out them shoes as you head for the stairs. And I can't stop watching as you walk down the hall. I know you're thinking what I'm thinking, is that black dress fall. I wanna kiss your lips till I run out of breath. I wanna feel your heartbeat on my chest. I wanna take a little time to unwind and wrap you up in love. I'm gonna hold you tight like never before. I wanna live my life with you forevermore. Girl, let me take a little time to unwind and wrap you up in love. When you say you want me, I won't put up a fight. Girl, I could stay here in the covers for the rest of the night. So let me lay you down and just get lost in your touch. When your body's on my body, I don't wanna run. No, I wanna kiss your lips till I run out of breath. I wanna feel your heartbeat on my chest. I wanna take a little time to unwind and wrap you up in love. I'm gonna hold you tight like never before. I wanna live my life with you forevermore. Girl, let me take a little time to unwind and wrap you up in love. I wanna kiss your lips till I run out of breath. I wanna feel your heartbeat on my chest. I wanna take a little time to unwind and wrap you up in love. Oh, I'm gonna hold you tight like never before. I wanna live my life forevermore. Girl, let me take a little time to unwind and wrap you up in love. I'm gonna take my time and wrap you up in love.
His name is Darren Morris with the Darren Morris Band, our good friend from Gilmer, Texas. #1 in Texas radio right now, so congratulations to him. That is his latest single called Wrap You Up in Love. We're back live now with Nuke Bushner from Parsons, Kansas, but you're hanging out with our good buddy Dennis Money in Nashville, Tennessee tonight. How are you guys?
Man, we're doing great.
Awesome. Good to have you on the program again, and hopefully all the phone issues have worked themselves out. But
I think we got it figured out this time.
Yep. Now, we were talking about when we got off the air here just a minute ago, you were born and raised in Parsons, Kansas. I grew up, of course, in Fort Scott, and I went to elementary school there. So we lived there for quite a while when I was a young man, but we moved all over the country. I've lived in San Diego, California, and that's what got me into broadcasting out there. Went to broadcasting school. and come back to the Midwest. Now I'm in Branson, Missouri. And I really think that Branson is number 2 to Nashville to country music. There's Glenn Campbell had a theater here. Roy Clark, Mickey Gilley still does, although he doesn't perform because of his health issues right now. But, country music's got some really good roots here in Branson, too.
Absolutely.
Have you been here?
Yes, I have. I've been there multiple times.
Awesome. Well, hit me up when you're getting ready to come back. I can hook you up with Silver Dollar City passes.
Hey, I'll tell you what, better yet, let's go hit them fishing holes.
There you go. We are in the Tri-Lakes area. It's Bull Shoals, Taneycomo for trout, and of course Table Rock Lake's the big mama. But, I don't have a boat, so if you got a boat, come on, let's do it.
Yes, sir, I do.
All right, there you go. Hey,
I hope you don't mind fishing out of a John boat.
We'll be fins for life. No, I don't even care if your name's John or not. It don't bother me at all. I don't care what your name is. I just love to fish in a boat.
Oh, man.
That'll be a lot of fun.
That's good stuff.
Yeah. We were talking off the air here just a little bit ago about how you go catch these big catfish. Now, my ex-brother-in-law used to want me to go noodling with him, they call it. And I've seen a show on TV called Hillbilly Hand Fishing. You stick your hand up in these holes and fill around for these catfish, and man, I just don't think that thrilled me at all.
It's a adrenaline rush, to say the least, man.
Yeah, I bet.
Good Lord.
He caught.
It ain't so much you grabbing a fish; it's fish grabbing a hold of you.
Fish grabbing you. I was gonna say my brother-in-law caught a 63-pound catfish out of Eufaula Lake in Oklahoma, and it rolled him pretty good because he was by himself. And you don't want to let go of the fish, but then on the other hand, you don't know if the fish wants to let go of you either, right?
Right. That's dangerous, man.
Yep. So. Absolutely. Well, tell me this.
My hat's off to him.
Yeah. Tell me this. How did you get started wanting to do country music?
All right. How'd I get started? Well, I grew up listening to country music, first of all, and I think listening to it so much as a young kid, I figured out that's something that I think I wanted to do.
Uh-huh.
And so my family, they used to have reunions all the time, and they had a garage band, and they always played country music, and there, after a few years, I ended up getting to go up there and play with my uncle a few times, and I got that first taste of blood playing live. And since then, man, it's just been such an addiction, Country music's good for the soul.
Was your first live performance at a family reunion then?
Yes.
Okay. Awesome.
I was probably somewhere around 13 or 14.
Wow. Okay. Now, so, did you learn to play guitar well before that, or some of the instruments, or do you just sing to the music?
Yeah, they'd play for me. I actually didn't learn to play guitar till I was probably like 18 or 19.
Okay, awesome. Now, when I was in Fort Scott, Kansas, in elementary school, I took some music classes, and I could mess around with the violin. That was the most intriguing thing to me, was playing the fiddle a little bit, but I never really got good at it. Or perfected it or anything like that. So how about music classes in school? Were those of interest to you back then?
Yeah, I was in a couple music classes. At the time, I didn't think I was going to be a country singer, but I did take interest in it, and I didn't really play any instruments at all back then. I thought I was going to be a drummer at one point.
Okay.
And yeah, man, it was pretty cool.
I do that at a Chinese restaurant with those chopsticks sometimes, but that's about it.
Yeah, sounds like something I do.
That's what I do. That's about as far as the drums that I can get. But
yes, sir.
Yep. Now, let me ask you this too: of all the genres out there to be in the world of music, why did you pick country?
Well, like I said before, I'm a country guy, man. I was raised up hunting, fishing, and always being around country folks. So country music's just kind of inside of me, if you know what I mean.
Right.
I like all kinds of different music, but I guess the good Lord wanted me to stick with country.
Yeah. It was that way for me with country radio, because when I started doing radio, when I graduated in the 80s from broadcasting school, it was 80s music for me. I mean, that's what everybody was listening to. That was a cool decade of music. Whitney Houston, Michael Jackson, REO Speedwagon, Styx, Chicago, the list goes on and on. Genesis, Phil Collins, all that good stuff. But I met a girl from Oklahoma, in the southeast part of the state, from Ada, Oklahoma, where Blake Shelton currently is from. And now he lives in Tishomingo, about an hour from Ada. But, down there, that's what everybody listened to, too. And I thought, you can understand the words to this country music, and they tell some of the best stories. And I think I want to do country radio, and I've been doing it since 1999.
Man, that's awesome.
Yeah, 9 years on the internet now, but a little bit of a stint in FM radio as well. But you know what? I like doing this better because I think the music is better.
Absolutely. I think the internet's taking over everything.
Yep, I do too. And the independent artists, are making a name for themselves, even without that big record label, those deep pockets, whatever. But you got a good man sitting right next to you that's behind you from Sweet Song Nashville in the name of Dennis Money.
Yes, man, old Dennis Money. I see him as a family member, man. He's like an uncle to me. He's helped me out a lot so far. And like you said, he is a great guy.
Oh, yeah.
Knows his stuff, too.
Love us some Dennis Money. We can't have enough money anyway, all right?
That's right.
So that's awesome. We appreciate him as well. And he hooked me up with a young lady by the name of Brooklyn Summer a few weeks ago, 11 years young. And she sent me the neatest card the other day, an autographed picture of herself, and getting ready to launch her new website, which launched today. So we're excited for her and to see what the future holds for her, or that young talent. But I'm excited for all of you guys. I have a tagline to this radio station. We call it New Country's Best. And if you're good enough to get on this radio program, you're good enough to get on any other radio station, because we're only going to play the best, the cream of the crop around here.
I like the sound of that.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what, man, Brooklyn Summers, I admire everything she's doing, man. For such a young girl, she's so talented, and her drive is unbelievable.
Yep.
I mean,
well, and I learned this a long time ago, 9 years of doing internet radio, and I've had some young artists like her on the program before and watched their careers blossom. We had one girl we started playing when she was 13. She had a good run on Disney radio, which I don't think Disney radio is anymore, but now she's moved to Nashville. She's got her own thing going, and she went the pop route, kind of like Taylor Swift. After about 10 or 12 years of country, she kind of went pop too. But, more power to her. She can sing. That's the bottom line. She has the talent to do it.
Absolutely.
And so, as a young person, it is neat for me to be able to watch a young person's career blossom and say, to myself, I knew that person way back when, and look at her now.
Man.
And
you
so,
ain't kidding.
So that's why I do it. And I've seen this too a million times, is when the parents of that child believe in them, that they have that talent, they will promote them until the day they die.
Yep, I know exactly what you mean there.
So, and I got to speak with her parents right after we did the interview from Los Angeles, California. And that was a cool thing, and they were just all over themselves thanking me for putting her on the radio, and we're going to do it on every Friday night show. I want her to come out with one more song so I can get her on my Triple Play Thursday show. We played 3 songs in a row from everybody. So,
man, I think that's awesome. And like you said, she's such a nice young girl, and her family's real nice.
Yep. And
everything she's got going on, I mean, you can just see it. You can see the potential.
Yep. And so that leads me to the next question for you, Nuke Bushner. How's the family support of you telling your family, hey, I went to this family reunion, played this concert, had the time of my life. I think I want to do this for a living.
Yeah, my family's so supportive, man. Ever since I started, they've been nothing but supportive. Even the ups and downs. There's been a bunch of ups and downs, but they've been there 100%.
That's awesome.
And my family all loves country music too, so it's kind of a bonus there too. You know what I mean?
Yep. Now, do you have any brothers and sisters that are musically inclined like you, or maybe play with you or sing in your group or anything?
I don't have any that play or sing with me, but boy, I tell you what, when we have like a house party or something, they sure will sing along.
There you go. That's fun. That's fun. Well, we wish you a bunch of success in your career, man. You're going to go places. And when I heard you, I was like, man, this guy is really, really good. And this was the song called Cowskin Creek, which I'm getting ready to play here in a minute. You come up with another song here a while back and have a video to the song, and we have it on our TV channel as well. So.
Oh, wow. That's awesome, man.
Yeah, we're radio and television. I have a TV channel called ICTV, Indie Country Television. and I call it kind of like CMT for the indie artists. But there's no top 20 countdown, no 12-pack or anything like that. Just about 150 of the best videos on the planet.
I think that's really cool, man.
So,
and I appreciate you. I appreciate the kind words, and
yeah,
I appreciate you putting my music on play, man.
Absolutely.
It's a blessing.
Now, let me ask you this question as well. Who inspires you in the world of country music, male, female, whatever, to make the kind of music that you want to make? Who are some influences?
I've always been a huge Alan Jackson fan. He grew up on the river like I did. I'm just a river rat, you know, like we spoke about before. Grew up fishing on the river, and everything he done, I mean, his music videos, what he talks about in his music, I can relate to it so much. So,
yeah.
Him and, of course, George Strait.
Okay, there you go. Can't go wrong with those two guys, Alan Jackson, George Strait. Oh, my goodness. How in the world can one artist have 60 number one hits? I mean, if I did a George Strait show, I don't think I could play all of his number ones in 3 hours. I don't think we'd get him in.
Man. Yeah, well, that's why they call him the king of country.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Now, let me ask you this, too. And when I was a younger man, and I haven't had that chance in a long, long time. In fact, the place that I'm working last night, actually tonight, they're having Wade Hayes there. I saw Wade Hayes and David Ball open for Tracy Lawrence in Ardmore, Oklahoma, but that's been a long time ago. We're going to stick around tomorrow night. They're having Lone Star, so I want to see them sing as well. I've never got to see them live. What are some of the maybe country music concerts that you've been to and who that you really like?
Well, man, I got a good buddy of mine. His name is Wade Jennings. He's the grandson of Waylon Jennings. He always puts on a great show, man.
Awesome.
I've been to Gary Allen, Rascal Flatts. A lot of the older artists I've seen. Probably one of the coolest I've been to was James Wesley.
Okay. I'm not familiar with him. Now, the others, actually, Don Schwartz is working on setting me up with an interview with Wade Jennings. So if Dennis Money has any connections, you guys can get together, too, and fix me up there. But, yeah, we're trying to work out an interview with him.
That's crazy you said that, man. So Wade and I, we travel the road a lot together.
Really?
And play a lot of shows. Oh, yeah, him and I, we're real tight on the road.
Awesome. I met Shooter. Well, I didn't get to meet Shooter Jennings. He was out on the road, but we met James Jennings. He's Waylon's brother in Whitefield, Texas. He owns a liquor store there, and we were selling insurance. A buddy of mine out of Oklahoma, we had a Texas license to go sell some insurance, so we just went traveling. And we come up on him, and he's got all this Waylon memorabilia in the liquor store and everything, and just told some of the coolest stories, you know. And it was neat to sit back and have a cold one with James Jennings, Waylon's brother.
Man, I could only imagine.
Yeah.
I could only imagine the conversation.
That was pretty cool. But, yep. And, you know, that 90s country, you can't beat it, huh?
No, you can't. There's just something about it, you know, and I'd love to hear a lot more of it nowadays. Like, there's nothing wrong with any of the music anybody's putting out nowadays, of course, but like you said, that 90s music is just something about it.
Yeah, absolutely.
I grew up on it.
Yep. You know, and I don't know how you feel about, you know, some of the music being made now, but, you know, that we talked about in the previous interview I just did with Robbie Hart. You know, we have a young lady in the name of Cindy Hall that's kind of helping bring back that traditional sound. You know, I like to hear some steel guitar and that kind of stuff, you know, and you know, that's missing in a lot of the music that we have today. But some of them are bringing it back. Randall King, if you've ever heard of him from Texas, I love his sound. You know, he's got it in his music for sure.
Absolutely. So, D-Money and I, we're working on some great things too. We're definitely bringing the older country sound back. I can't wait for the people to hear what we got going on.
That is awesome, man. And I love your new single. We're going to play Cowskin Creek here in just a little bit, but your new single blew me away, brother. I was like, whoa, this is really good. And that's how we set up the interview, was based on what I saw there. So,
thank you, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
I did that I recorded that in my Uncle Calvin's living room a few years back with a good buddy of mine, Kevin
Is
Parrow.
that right? Wow.
Yes, sir. And that was my first record I ever cut. And it's done pretty good, man. I can't be more thankful, and and blessed to have some of the people I have in my life.
Yep. Well, we're gonna blow it up. And I told an artist last night when I interviewed her, I said, I'm gonna keep pushing your music, and I'll tell you the same thing. I'll push you so hard that if we were on the playground, you'd shove me back. That's how hard I'm gonna push you.
I like that.
There you go. So this ain't no merry-go-round, and ain't no Ferris wheel, but we're gonna push it.
You dang right,
there
man.
You go.
I appreciate that.
Tell me, and the reason we want to do the radio interviews, and I love doing these, is because I want to hear the stories behind the songs that you make. Tell me about Cowskin Creek and if you wrote it and what it's about a little bit.
I'll tell you what, my buddy, Derek Parson, wrote that song, Cowskin Creek. There's a creek there in Wichita, Kansas.
Uh-huh.
I had nothing to do with the song when they were writing it. But he wrote the song and brought it to my attention, and I really liked the song, so we cut it. And it just did really well, man.
Awesome. My soon-to-be wife, I'm getting married next month, used to work at the Dillon's grocery store in the deli department in Wichita, Kansas.
That is so cool.
She moved here.
Small world.
Yeah, she moved here from Wichita, and then after the Joplin tornado, I moved here, and we met online. Never in a million years would have thought that happened, but a small world, I tell you, man. You just never know. And then here we are tonight talking to Nuke Bushner, 60 miles from where I grew up.
You ain't kidding.
Gotta love the internet for something, right?
Oh, yeah, man.
There
Definitely.
You go. Well, how about
it's a big help.
Yeah, absolutely. How about we give the internet some love and play some Nuke Bushner? It's called Cowskin Creek on Today's Country from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on this fine leaf Friday.
It's another Friday night out on these old back roads. We got the coolers packed up tight, and everybody's ready to roll. Roll on down that road. Well, the fellas, they dress down and watch them ladies dance around. Back in the woods on Cowskin Creek, everybody used to be someone. There's no need to call, come on, come on, unless you get stuck in the mud. Yeah, we might get loud and make you sing. There's no telling what tonight might bring. So take my hand and come lay with me on the banks of Cowskin Creek. Cowskin Creek. It's the finer things in life, like a creekside campfire, or a pretty little country queen sipping on a Bud Light, sure to blow your mind. There's only one way down. I'd love to show you around. Back in the woods on Cowskin Creek, everybody gets to be someone. There's no need to call, come on, unless you get stuck in the mud. Yeah, we might get loud and make you sing. There's no telling what tonight might bring. So take my hand and come lay with me on the banks of Cowskin Creek. Cowskin Creek. Rose right there by the water's edge. I know how it's gonna end. Wearing nothing but a big old smile, and everybody's jumping in. Back in the woods on Cowskin Creek, everybody gets to be someone. There's no need to call, come on, unless you get stuck in the mud. Yeah, 'cause we get loud, love to sing. There's no telling what this night might bring. So take my hand and come lay with me on the banks of Cowskin Creek. Cowskin Creek. Cowskin Creek.
his name is Nuke Bushner. That is called Cowskin Creek. And boy, we've been having a good time off the air as well, talking while that song's been playing. But hoping you guys are loving it. And I know I am. The music you make is phenomenal, man.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely. And I'm going to play your other one here when we take out of the interview here in just a moment. But tell me now, let me ask you this. And I ask this of a lot of artists. I don't ever ask you any prepared questions or anything like that. But if you were to make it big in the world of country music, what would be your dream gig? Any artist that you could either perform with on stage or do a duet with, maybe some names. They could be a living or past, any artist.
I'll tell you what, man, I'd love to do a song with Alan Jackson.
Uh-huh.
And I'd love to play the Grand Ole Opry with George Strait.
Oh, there you go. That would be awesome, wouldn't it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Alan Jackson, George Strait. And, you know, you've got a song here called My Queen Wears Green. So any female artists that you would like to do a duet with, maybe some names that you might want to maybe hook up with and sing a song with?
Yeah, Reba McEntire.
Reba. All right.
That'd be awesome.
You know, I lived about 30 minutes from her when I was in Oklahoma. She's from Stringtown, Oklahoma, and I was over there in Ada. So I got to meet her uncle, Kenneth McEntire, one time, but I never did get to meet Reba. She don't go back home a whole lot.
Hey, to even be close to meeting her, man, I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah, right. And I did get to meet her ex-husband, Charlie Battles. My father-in-law used to work on his car. He had a mechanic shop, so got to meet him.
Sweet.
But
that's
yeah,
awesome.
Love some Reba McEntire. And let me ask you this too. One more question. You know, a lot of times when an artist gets into music, they soon, maybe not soon, but somewhere down the road, they might be having interest in acting. Me and young Brooklyn Summer talked about it because that's an interest of hers, and she's doing some acting stuff. You made a video to this next song that I'm getting ready to play. Any aspirations to maybe do some acting later on?
Yeah, man. I wouldn't mind doing some acting if an opportunity comes along. You only got one life, man, so
right.
Might as well live it up.
Absolutely. Well, you know, in a lot of country songs, movies were based on those songs or vice versa, like The Gambler with Kenny Rogers, and, you know, Dolly Parton had her 9 to 5 thing and all of that going on. So that could happen for Nuke Bushner too, huh?
Absolutely, my friend.
Yeah, and there's a lot of people out there that like to hunt and fish like you. There's a ton of them, and that's good old country right there. So your latest single is called My Queen Wears Green. Tell me about how this one came about and if you wrote it.
Well, I didn't write this one.
Okay.
Same deal. My buddy Derek Parson wrote that song too.
Mm-hmm.
And there was about 3 or 4 songs that he had written and brought to my attention that we cut. This song is basically just about, you know, women that like to hunt and fish. More or less anybody likes to hunt and fish. I know there's a lot of females that hunt and fish back home. So when he told me about the song, I was like, man, this is going to fit perfect. And my girlfriend at the time,
yeah,
she was all about it. So we cut it. And once again, the song did really well. And I couldn't be more thankful for the people that I cut it with and the great times we had doing it, man. It was such a good time.
That is awesome stuff. And, you know, there's nothing better than getting to do what you do for a living or getting to do what you love to do for a living. And then including things that, you know, away from music that you love to do in the stuff that you're doing in music. Deer hunting,
right.
Fishing, that kind of stuff. Man, it doesn't get any better than that.
It surely does.
Well, I tell you, I like to talk on the radio, and it has been a pleasure to talk to you. You've got my number through Dennis Money. Hit me up anytime, man. And when I get ready to come up to Kansas, we will definitely hook up.
Hey, man, I appreciate you so much. And,
yeah.
And like I said, you're welcome anytime my neck of the woods. You want to come shoot a deer, catch some fish, you know my number.
Same here. If you want to come
I'll
down
be
and
hollering at you.
Check out some of these venues in Branson, and the one that I work at is a nice theme park called Silver Dollar City that my grandpa used to take us there when we were kids and ride some of the roller coasters and eat some of the funnel cakes there and all that good stuff. We would love to have you down here too. I'll hook you up.
Yeah, man, that'd be a blast. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, that'll be a lot of fun. Well, My Queen Wears Green from Nuke Bushner. Oh, and one more thing before we go. Where can folks find you on social media?
You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter.
Okay.
And YouTube.
And it's all Nuke Bushner, right?
all underneath Nuke Bushner Music.
There you go. There's a brand new artist for you to check out, folks. I will type your name in the chat room so everybody knows to get it right. And you're going to publish on my playlist, and this is going to go to Germany, Belgium, Kansas City, Missouri, all over the country, Denver, Colorado. We're on a bunch of stations, so we'll get your music out there, my man.
Man, I appreciate you.
You're welcome. Have a good night, and thanks for doing the interview. It's been fun.
Yes, sir, it has been. You have a great night.
You too. My Queen Wears Green from Nuke Bushner on KICR Indie Country Radio, New Country.
£45 of pull on her compound bow, laid out in the honey hole. Born and raised on southern ways, shotgun shells and heaven raised. From South Texas through Kansas, ain't no whitetail I call safe. Looks like a princess with her chin pressed against the stock of her 12 gauge. My queen wears green, she's a dead-eye hunting machine. Looks so fine out in a blind, mossy oak in the morning light. From dove to doe, she's ready to roll with a blue tick hound and a heart of gold. My queen wears green, she's a dead-eye hunting machine. My queen wears green. Car-carrying member of the NRA, got her first 22 on her 5th birthday. Granddaddy's knee proved to be the birthplace of a 10-point dream. From Alabama, Louisiana, and a whitetail I call safe. Looks like a princess with her chin pressed against the stock of her 12 gauge. My queen wears green, she's a dead-eye hunting machine. Looks so fine out in a blind, mossy oak in the morning light. From dove to doe, she's ready to roll with a blue tick hound and a heart of gold. My queen wears green, she's a dead-eye hunting machine. My queen wears green. From dove to doe, she's ready to roll with a blue tick hound and a heart of gold. My queen wears green, she's a dead-eye hunting machine. Looks so fine out in a blind, mossy oak in the morning light. From dove to doe, she's ready to roll with a blue tick hound and a heart of gold. My queen wears green, she's a dead-eye. My queen wears green, she's a hunting machine. My queen wears green, she's a hunting machine. My queen wears green.
Another hour of the best in New Country starts now. On Indie Country Radio, New Country's best.
Baby, it's just you and me. Let's take it nice and slow. Put on a Marvin Gaye tune and turn it down nice and low. I wanna see that red silk dress slide gently to the floor. Hey, sexy lady, dim the lights and lock all the doors. There's a soothing sensation and the magic when we touch. Say this night will last forever, I just can't get enough. me all night long. So come on, baby, rock on, rock on, rock on, yeah. Wrapped up in your heated passion, somewhere I've never been. Lost in your bedroom as I feel my heart caving in. Baptized in your desire, I've been bathing all night long. Still clinging to Friday night that's already gone. There's a soothing sensation and the magic when we touch. Say this night will last forever, I just can't get enough. This sweet hot loving you pour on me rocks me all night long. So come on, baby, rock on, rock on, rock on, yeah. Sweet hot loving you pour on me rocks me all night long. So come on, baby, rock on. Yeah, come on, baby, rock on. Come on, baby, rock on, rock on, rock on.
What a way to start the third hour of today's country with yours truly, Tim Kelly, hosting the show. My good buddy Darren Wright from the state of Texas. That is called Rock On. Country, though, isn't it? I love it. We want to thank Nuke Bushner for being on the program tonight. What a great radio interview we just had. I got me a new fishing buddy in the state of Kansas. That's pretty darn close. Just the next state over, and we'll be hooking up. There you go. That's a fishing pun right there. Pun intended. But absolutely love his music, and I hope you guys do too. Go check him out, Nuke Bushner, on all social media, N-U-K-E. He is the man. I nuke stuff in the microwave normally, but now I can do it on the radio too. That is awesome, awesome stuff. Let's get Mr. Philip Sanders in here from Midland, Texas, one of our favorites. It is called Over a Beer on today's country from KICR, Indie Country Radio, new country's best on a finally Friday.
So maybe I still got a chance
to Tim Kelly on Indie Country Radio.
It's a sun up to sundown, working hard kind of town, full of teachers, couple preachers, more tractors and trucks than you can count. It's a simple life, but it's more than enough when you add it all up. We got ground to put some green on, a good book to lean on when times start getting tough and nothing's left but love. We just work till the work's through, as hard as we have to get to that next day. Oh, doing all it takes. Yeah, living that life where all you need for survival is bread on the table and hands on the Bible. Blue collars and every field in between, having sons and daughters, growing that American dream, and everyone is proud of what they do. They got a place that's built on truth. We got ground to put some green on, a good book to lean on when times start getting tough and nothing's left but love. We just work till the work's through, as hard as we have to get to that next day. Whoa, doing all it takes. Yeah, living that life where all you need for survival is bread on the table and hands on the We got ground to put some green on, the good book to lean on when times start getting tough and nothing's left but love. Yeah, living that life where all you need for survival. Oh, living that life where all you need for survival is bread on the table, hands on the Bible, hands on the Bible.
We had a great radio interview last night. Played that song on the Triple Play Thursday edition of Today's Country with Tim Kelly. Her name is Chelsea James. She is from Springfield, Missouri, just north of Branson, where I'm broadcasting live, the live entertainment capital of the world. And boy, we had some good live entertainment last night. We've had some great live entertainment tonight. I love doing the radio interviews and hearing their stories behind the songs. But go check out Chelsea James at chelseajames.com on her website. She is on social media, Facebook, Twitter, all of that good stuff. Miss Chelsea James. Mr. Blake Wood is up next. Here's a great artist I found on TikTok. This is called Everything I Want from Blake Wood on Today's Country from KICR Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best.
I got a little bit of hometown in my roots that I can't ever let go. Keep a little bit of dirt underneath these boots. You turn on my radio, you'll hear a little George Strait, little bit of Hank coming through the speakers. That girl riding shotgun, she's a good one, yeah, she's a keeper. I got a good view of a sunset, a southern belle spinning around in a sundress. You should hear the drawl when she starts to talk, y'all, I ain't done yet. I got some true friends I can lean on, but Tulane this old truck and speed on. I'm just living life like a country song. Ain't rich, but I got everything I want. Yeah, I got everything I want. Hell, I might not know where I'll be in 20 years, but I'd be lying if I said this life wasn't cut out for me. Working each day for another dollar. No, I wouldn't trade this blue collar to live it any other way. Yeah, 'cause at the end of every day, I got a good view of a sunset, a southern belle spinning around in a sundress. You should hear the drawl when she starts to talk. Y'all, I ain't done yet. I got some true friends I can lean on. Too lame, this old truck can speed on. I'm just living life like a country song. Ain't rich, but I got everything I want. Got a good view of a sunset, a southern belle spinning round in a sundress. You should hear the drawl when she starts to talk. Y'all, I ain't done yet. I got some true friends I can lean on. A two-lane, this old truck can speed on. I'm just living life like a country song. Ain't rich, but I got everything I want. Yeah, I got everything I want. Yeah, yeah, everything I want.
Listen to KICR Indie Country Radio 24 hours a day, 7 days a week on Get Me Radio. Download the Get Me Radio app free wherever you get your apps. Tell Alexa you want to listen to Get Me Radio. When she asks what radio station, say KICR Indie Country Radio.
Hot coffee in my favorite cup, full tank of gas in my pickup truck, driving down that old dirt road, kicking up dust, windows roll down, radio up. Ain't much jingle in my old blue jeans, but I got you riding shotgun, and that's all I need. And life is good, and it feels like it should. Ain't got time for looking back, leaving it all in the past. 'Cause life is good. Your hand in mine, sun on my face. When the world gets heavy, you're my saving grace. I don't need the fine things money can buy, 'cause with you by my side, I know I can fly. High on life, I ain't coming down. Boy, you got me spinning like a merry-go-round. And life is good, and it feels like it should.
That's our good friend from north of the border in Canada, Miss Arlene Quinn, and that is a great song called Life is Good. Boy, if you want to hit a motivational song, just push play on Arlene Quinn. She's got some for you. I love it. Mr. Randall King from the great state of Texas is up next. We talked about him in our live radio interview with Nuke Bushner tonight. He's a fan as well. Boy, we all are, of this song right here. It is called Hey Moon on Today's Country from KICR Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on a finally Friday.
Hey moon, it's me again, that guy that's always checking back in. How's she doing? I'm hoping better than I've been. Hey moon, there's someone you see that stands between her love and me, and I miss her. Damn, I miss her. Hey moon, I'm giving it all that I got. Hey moon, I'm down to my last shot, and I know that it's crazy talking to a rock in the sky. But I gotta try. Hey moon, is she looking up from her room and thinking of us as she been tucked in, wondering where I've been, dreaming about seeing me again. Hey moon, I'm giving it all that I got. Hey moon, I'm down to my last shot, and I know that it's crazy talking to a rock in the sky, but I gotta try. Hey moon,
Country sounds like this.
Hey moon, I'm giving it all that I got. Hey moon, I'm down to my last shot.
And this.
Gonna be the strong one, still standing when the hell comes.
And this.
Hey pretty boy, you were pretty sure it was gonna work out for you.
You're listening to the best in new country music on KICR Indie Country Radio.
Big dreams on a Greyhound bus, leaving home needing lots of luck. Was a different day for a scared young girl. Had to find her way in a brand new world. Hit the pavement fast, money in her boots, looking for a place she could sing her tunes. Working hard all day just to sing at night. That was Nashville, 1975. She dreamed of singing on Ralph Emery's morning show, and a record deal down on Music Row. Country music was still country, Roy Acuff was still She sang in lots of studios for songwriters she got to know. She sang them well and learned them fast. She saved them time, that saved them cash. Possum Holler was the place to be. The Jones Boys were the band to see. Writing letters home, she tried so hard to describe. Nashville, 1975. She dreamed of singing on that Grand Ole Opry show, and a record deal down on Music Road. Country music was still country, the king was still alive. That was Nashville, 1975. Then she got so tired of being alone, she longed for family and home. Everything she had, she packed up and got back on that Greyhound bus. She dreamed of singing on Ralph Henry's morning show, and a record deal down on Music Road. Country music was still country, but her dream had all died. Back in Nashville, 1975. Nashville, 1975.
I have had the pleasure of interviewing the young lady twice here on this program, and we talked about her in tonight's radio interview with Miss Robbie Hart. Her name is Cindy Hall. That is called Nashville 1975, and she is helping bring traditional country music back to country radio. We love that right here on this radio station as well. How about the women of new country music? Aren't they fantastic? This next artist, she is also a female, had charted 9 #1 singles with her former record label Curve Records. Now she has her own independent record label called Dreambound Records. Her name is Jody Messina. Probably you've heard of her. This is called Love on a Maybe from Jody Messina on Today's Country from KICR Indie Country Radio. New Country's Best on a finally Friday.
You say, don't be mad at you, but what am I supposed to do? I can't keep wasting space in my heart. You get close and then you push away. Your car is back in my driveway. You know what to say. I hope you stay. Can't come back around, can't come back around, getting my hopes up just to tear them down. I don't need you for a minute, don't stand there.
country tunes on the radio.
Get it. Today's country.
I love absolutely every single song they play.
This station is dangerously good.
This is Today's Country.
I like the music. I like the DJs.
There's even more to like.
I like everything about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
More of today's new country now.
I love the music.
You're listening to KICR Indie Country Radio, syndicated worldwide, playing new country's best.
Now this is my kind of country.
New country.
New country. New country.
Fresh out of high school, fresh out of pride. For there used to be magic of Friday night lights. Looking for something we found in a backseat. Promises made and heart skipping beats. We burned hot and we burned fast. We had nothing to lose. But you can't make a match strike last on a short fuse. Tail end of summer where dreams go to die. We didn't go down in flames, no, we lit up the sky. We were late to the game like fireworks on the 5th of July. The doors off the top down till the real world started. 90 miles an hour, wild-eyed and hard-hearted. It was us against the clock, that sun going down. Earlier each night till the birds flew south. Your lips turned from a kiss to a whisper goodbye. Kept in touch till we didn't know more, just to say that we tried. On the tail end of summer where dreams go to die. We didn't go down in flames, no, we lit up the sky. We were late to the game like fireworks on the 5th of July. On the tail end of summer where dreams go to die. We didn't go down in flames, no, we lit up the sky. We were late to the game like fireworks on the 5th of July. Like fireworks on the 5th of July.
His name is Matt Jordan. That is called 5th of July. You can check out the video to 5th of July by Matt Jordan on our TV channel, ICTV, IndieCountryTelevision.com. This next artist and I hooked up several years ago on his tour bus when he was doing a concert down in Oklahoma where I lived at the time. He is a great singer and a great songwriter. He is from Kennett, Missouri, over on the eastern part in the boot hill of the state. He is my good friend Trent Tomlinson. He wrote In Case You Didn't Know for one Brett Young. Now you know. Let's play one of his songs called When She Goes There by Trent Tomlinson. Let's go there right now on Today's Country from KICR Indie Country Radio, playing new country's best on a finally Friday.
I know that number, but I ain't picking up. She's coming over, gonna pick up her stuff. Ain't in the mood for a real big fight, wrecking my mind. Hell no, not tonight. Turn off the lights, hey, and lock it all up. Grab the keys and go fire up the truck. Ain't gonna be nowhere to be found when it all goes down. I don't wanna be here when she goes there, so I can't see that she don't care. If I don't see the leaving all over her face, I can keep believing everything's okay. If I don't feel the hurting hit and hear goodbye rolling off her lips, there's still a chance she ain't going anywhere. So I don't wanna be here when she goes there. As long as I'm bellied up to a bar, I won't see her climbing out of her car. I won't see her stepping up on that porch, coming that door, get to doing what she came here for. I know there's no way I can take her looking so good while she's walking away. If I'm gone, I could brush it off like it never really happened at all. I don't wanna be here when she goes there, so I can't see that she don't care. If I don't see the leaving all over her face, I can keep believing everything's okay. If I don't feel the hurting hit and hear goodbye rolling off her lips, there's still a chance she ain't going anywhere. So I don't wanna be here when she goes there. Truck ain't gonna be nowhere to be found when it all goes down. I don't wanna be here when she goes there, so I can't see that she don't care. If I don't see the leaving all over her face, I can keep believing everything's okay. If I don't feel the hurting hit and hear goodbye rolling off her lips, there's still a chance she ain't going anywhere. Hey, there's still a chance she ain't going anywhere. So I don't wanna be here when she goes there. Wanna be here when she goes there.
It's May Estes, and you're listening to Tim Kelly on KICR Indie Country Radio.
Got a counter full of long stems that never seem to die. My favorite's the pale pink, but I'll settle for white. Lucky me, I'm drowning in Valentine. At least once a week you got a dozen in hand, doing what you think makes you a good man. And I'll flash that fake smile once again. There's one for sneaking in too late at night, one for when sorry wouldn't make it right. A ribbon tied around your mistakes in a pretty vase, and we both know it, but we'll just call them roses. Roses.
Her name is Mae Estes. Found that young lady on that great app called TikTok. M-A-E is how you spell Mae. Mae Estes. Go check her out. And her song Roses right there is the first song I ever heard. It is an absolute hit song in my book. How about the women of country music? Oh, come on. Let's do another one. How about the latest single from Brandy Clark? It is called Remember Me Beautiful on KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best.
I thought that a woman would live forever. I guess I grew up, but I swear she never grew old. Sometimes I put on a favorite sweater when I'm all alone and the world feels cold. She'd say, you should have known me when I was 20, when life was a long road ahead with no end. I was a fast car riding pretty, but I had a ball and I'd do it all again. Remember me beautiful, remember me young, remember me smiling with my face towards the sun. Remember me happy when you remember what it was. Oh, but most of all, remember my love. Don't think I ever heard her talk about dying. She was just too busy living every day. When I want to call her up and I can't stop crying. If heaven had a phone, I'm sure she'd say, remember me beautiful, remember me young, remember me smiling with my face towards the sun. Remember me happy when you remember what was. Oh, but most of all, remember my love. Told her she could go if she was ready, and I promised her that we'd all be okay. She needed me, so I was strong and steady. I leaned in close and I hope she heard me say, remember me beautiful, remember me young, remember me smiling with my face towards the sun. Remember me happy when you remember what was. Oh, but most of all, remember my love.
In a world, there was one man, Tim Kelly, and there was only one radio station, Indie Country Radio.
about 17, spending every ashtray quarter, trying to get that Chevy clean. If he plays his cards right, by 8 o'clock tonight, there'll be a girl in it. And he'll put on a slow, she'll play hard to get, make him work all night for that front porch kiss. When he goes home to sleep and drifts into a dream, there'll be a girl in it. They're why they make porch swings and half-carried rings, Carolina sunsets and California kings. If your heart's on fire, if everything's spinning, if you're going out of your mind, I bet there's a girl in it. There's a Romeo in an airport, dozen roses in his hand, waiting by the window for that big old bird to land. 'Cause that 737 dropping down from heavens got a girl in it. They're why they make porch swings and half-carried rings, Carolina sunsets and California kings. If your heart's on fire, if everything's spinning, if you're going out of your mind, I bet there's a girl in it. Ooh, yeah. There's a fool on a bar stool, soaking up regret. He knows he ought to slow down, but he ain't done it yet. 'Cause there's something in that glass that makes him forget the past with that girl in it. They're why they make JD and neon lights, smoke rolling slow while that sad still slides. If your heart's on fire, if everything's spinning, if you're going out of your mind, I bet there's a girl in it. A girl in it.
Making his radio debut tonight on the program, his name is Ray Fulcher. I'm telling you, we do it right till the last song, ladies and gentlemen. That is called Girl in It, Ray Fulcher, and you can check out the video to it on our TV channel, ICTV, IndieCountryTelevision.com. Well, I want to thank Robbie Hart for being on the program tonight. What a great young lady she is. We will have many more interviews and many more singles to release from Robbie Hart. I guarantee it. She is phenomenal. Nuke Bushner, 2 great songs from him so far. There will be more, and we'll get him on a Triple Play Thursday edition of the program as well. Go check them both out on their websites, and we will definitely be promoting their music on this radio station in the very near future. Speaking of near future, join us next Thursday and Friday, 7 p.m. Central Time, when we hit another edition of Today's Country with yours truly, Tim Kelly, on Triple Play Thursday, and finally Friday, we hit the airwaves as always at 7 p.m. Central Time, live on our website, KICR, IndieCountryRadio.com. Today's Country with Tim Kelly is produced by Tim Kelly Productions. Like us there on Facebook, and we will like you right back. Until next time, you guys have a great week, a great weekend, and I will see you on the radio. Bye-bye, everybody.
I can put you